Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Insomnia here with Team Graveborn 29-16, doing very, very well in the Graveborn account, focusing on a couple of heroes, 16,000 diamonds, so making progression through chapter 29 at this point with a strict faction-only account. So looking at the faction, of course, is Graveborn. Just got Torne maxed out, just got his furniture. Probably going to build either Shamira or Damon. I'm thinking probably Damon next. We do have more than enough copies to get him completely built. Oden, Isold already completely maxed out, which is very, very nice. Torne we've been working on. We have him at a plus 29 signature item, just a little bit short for maxing out, which makes a big, big difference for him, the ability to tank and his furniture. So we're focused on him. We just need a couple more red chests and we can max him out. But let's go ahead and we'll get into the summons. Hopefully this time we can pull some Graveborn heroes. We have 5 stones here, which we get a copy of. No Graveborn. Get Belinda and Screg though, so very nice. And then a lot more food for the other factions. We have a couple rare stones here, allowing us to get a little bit more food as we're building up these heroes. So there's another copy of Screg, which might actually add a star to him. I'm not sure if we had him built on this one yet, but definitely a little bit more food there. But that brings Screg actually to Ascended. That will help absolutely huge when it comes to the tower, when it comes to the faction towers. So, all right, so Screg is up to Ascended. Very, very nice. All right, so the wish list, we're not going to put Peppa in here right now. Or Pippa, we're gonna save those. So it is the Graveborn day, so we're gonna go ahead and do our summons. Again, hopefully we pull some elites here. Just a couple more rare cards. So we got 249 companion points, 26 scrolls, 16,000 diamonds. So over the last week, we have gained 16,000 diamonds. First elite right there, which is a copy of Gorvo. Definitely looking for him. Underrated hero by far. Absolutely love using him on the Wilder account. Does very, very well with the stuns, the shields, especially once we get him built to Ascended. Another elite there. Just a copy of Torne. Very nice. Still adding stars to Torne. I want to see him completely maxed out. I have seen some videos of him completely maxed out, and it was crazy. Crazy strong videos of enemies not being able to actually kill Torne. Regardless of what they did, we're not able to take down Torne. So that will actually add, it looks like another star to him, but it looks like Gorvo. That Gorvo copy got him to Ascended. So Gorvo to Ascended, Screg to Ascended, adding stars to Torne. Very nice. Even though it only adds 2.5% of stats, that is 2.5% higher than he had the last time that we ran him. Another elite right there, which is a copy of Anoki. Seems very good, but just has a little bit of probability with dying. And back-to-back elite Screg again. Just got him up to Ascended, and now we're getting more copies to add stars to him. All right, a couple rare summons there, so we got one more left after this. So the next one will be an elite pull. Let's see what we get. Hopefully, double look at that. Hopefully it's a Graveborn. It is Tassie and Lucius. Tassie, super powerful. Lucius as well, early game, mid game, even early kind of late game. It does really well. Most people drop him out when you get further in the campaign. So our final pull, which is a copy of Isold, still building Isold. I believe he's almost to 5 stars. So he is almost completely maxed out at this point. So there's a star for, another star for Tassie. So the Wilder's getting some love. So that will max Tassie out. 5 stars, which is good because we have Ezio there. We're saving all of our resources for Albedo and Ainz, so we can go ahead and build those. So we have a lot of 5-star heroes to choose from. All right, so looking at the Graveborn. So there we have our copies of Damon, Theowen, we have Baden. So I know Shamira, we have a couple copies, but we only have 3 right now. I don't think there's anybody extra we can use. Theowen, Kelthar, we don't have any of them maxed out. We have a lot of maxed out heroes here, as you can see, but we don't have any food right now essentially to use. Because Pharrell, well, Pharrell's maxed out. So Pharrell, we do have a copy of Pharrell there. But like I said, we're going to build Daemon. Daemon's going to be the focus, looking at the options that I have. Just because I can merc Shamira, which makes it really, really easy. We're going to build Daemon since we already have enough copies to build him, and we know how powerful he is. So that'll take him to Legendary Plus. Then we also do have the 2 more copies of him to finish him off when we get some food. So that's all we need. Just need some more food, guys, for this account, and we will be able to absolutely max him out. So let's go ahead. We'll look at the Oak Inn. Do a couple summons in here. So let's take a look at who we have so far. 1 card on the table. As you can see, we have a lot of 3 set bonuses. Nobody really too close other than Pharrell to a 9 set. So we will just continue to build this team with the furniture that we pull. So 14,000 Pocoins. Red little twinkle right off the bat, which gives us another piece for Daemon. Need him to get up to Ascended. Definitely need him to get up to Ascended. All right, just like summoning, every 3rd one will be a red. So this one will be our red piece of furniture, which it is a copy for Isolde. Continuing to build Isolde. Very, very cool. So that adds a 5th piece there to Isolde, making him just that much stronger. We are so close to getting his furniture completely maxed out. And then, of course, Daemon, we got a couple pieces as well for Daemon. We just need him built. Essentially, we just need him to get up a little bit higher, getting him up to Ascended, which we might have to use Shamira as food at some point to build him, but we need a lot more food. And like I was saying earlier, Isolde, we added a star to, and we are just waiting to max out his signature item. So close with the red chest. The last event really, really did well for us. We have 44. We need 6 more red chests, and we can max out Torne's signature item and see just how well he does. All right, guys, so 29-16, let's go ahead and we'll get into the campaign. So here we are, ready for our progression. First stage, this was very, very tough last time. We're going to go with, I'm thinking Torne. Let's try out Torne. I have seen some videos of Torne. That is absolutely amazing. Very, very difficult to kill, especially when he starts getting the bone whip up. Really, really wish we did have his plus 30 signature item, but he makes this stage, as you can see, look very, very easy, especially with Naru, because Naru is very difficult to deal with because he heals. So looking at the damage here, 18.7 million damage from Torne, 24 million healing, 13.5 million shielding. Absolutely insane. Similar to Daemon as a tank. Torne right there just absolutely destroyed it. Very, very cool to see. Again, we're going to continue. He gets a shield relatively early, which is from his furniture. So makes him very, very powerful. As you can see, stayed alive in that one as well. Let's see the damage he's putting out here. So not too bad, 5.7, but look at that. 6.73 million healing in that very, very short amount of time, which is really important for this team. Because remember, they are Graveborn. They have no support class, meaning that whatever they can do for shielding, whatever they can do for kind of self-sufficiency is what they need to, because they will die very, very early without it. Torne, again, I'm impressed, not dying there. 5 million damage, 10.4 million healing, almost 9.5 million shielding, 22 million damage there from Isabella, so definitely still putting out a ton of damage. Let's swap Torne up front here because we know we got the dwarfs. What I've realized is, just like Isolde, similar to Daemon, it is scaling. It seems like he does die relatively early, but once you get him scaled, very, very hard to kill. Again, look at that, 15.4 million shielding. That was actually Thoran. Thoran with a gigantic amount of shielding there. All right, so we're going to stick with the same team comp. This team comp seems to be working. I'm going to put Thoran in the back. Thoran is a really good counter for Athalia. Verk is a really good counter as well due to his traps. As you can see, we got a sleep there. Even though Torne went down pretty early there, but Isabella and Pharrell, Thoran still got it done. 10 million, 15 million. A ton of healing, as you can see down there from Thoran, which puts us a third of the way through chapter 29. This team really, really needs to make a lot of progression. We'll switch the team up a little bit here. And still, Thorn is charmed. See, he went down very, very early in this one. Which it seems like if he can't get the shield up, if he can't scale just a little bit with the bone traps that he does, or the bone cage, he dies relatively early. Even there, 29.6 million damage from Isabella. So doing an crazy, crazy high amount of damage. We'll grab Savius with Nara, which might not be the best idea, but as long as we can keep Nara up, she will do awesome. Plus, remember, she does have the 3-set bonus, so if she ults on an enemy, which we just seen there, she does fear them. 14 million damage, wow. Or excuse me, healing from Torne. So, again, similar to Isolde, similar to Damon, now with Torne, it seems like the Graveborn tanks, very, very powerful. I know Isolde is a warrior, but overall the tanks doing a absolute phenomenal job when it comes to what they're best at. So 26 million damage there. Again, Thoran doing a ton of healing, a ton of shielding. 29-24. We're going to swap Torne up top. And the Bone Whip just so powerful. So cool looking too. Especially like I said earlier with the heal reduction that he puts on him. Even there on Namora puts the heal reduction. On Tassie he threw up the heal reduction. This one's going to be close. Might get it down. It's going to be close. Heal reduction. Got it. Tassie couldn't do anything. Torne just absolutely destroyed Tassie. 28.85, 66 million healing, 47 million shielding. Wow, I thought Tassie was just going to absolutely destroy him. Nope, he actually turned the tables on that one. Took out Tassie very, very quickly, which was awesome to see. Shamira just burned Torne right to the ground with the soul siphon. Same to Isabella. Wow. Again, focus damage seems to burn him down, similar to all the other tanks that we see with Almas. Really does take a little bit to scale, which I'm hoping Nara can help with that just a little bit, eliminating some of the damage that Torne is taking, so we can get that giant Bone Whip. As you can see, it whips off the screen there when we get a little delay. Very, very cool. Absolutely amazing looking too. So 17 million. Top end damage there. 17.3 million, 7.6, 14 million shielding. So Torne topping damage out of that last one. Let's see how well he fares against Brutus. He's got the shield up, got a little bit of healing. Look at the life leech though, right there. 86,000 is what he's healing for with that life leech. Bring him to 8 million. 8.3 million healed, 7.7 million shielded. Very, very powerful. 29-28. So we are just absolutely cruising right through here. Always scared of teams like this. These teams are very, very tough. But there is Nara with the fear. Gets another ult, even though she cannot take down Golas. Got it done. It seems like this might be a pretty good counter to some of the teams. Again, almost capping out damage, 16.6, 10 million healing. Wow. Definitely underestimated Torne. Such a very, very cool hero. As you can see there, I believe he went down on that one. He did die. But Isabella and Pharrell just absolutely killing some heroes there. 23.9 million damage, almost 24 million damage from Isabella. She just attacks so fast. It's very, very hard to mitigate with her Void Lightning ability at the speed that she attacks. It's absolutely crazy. So just look at her in the back. Even there, she is silenced from Chimera. We got a lot of spirits up there, and she just, if you can get her unCC'd, if you can just let her free cast, 21 million damage there. She puts out damage probably just as fast, if not faster, than any other hero. It is crazy. If she had a big scaling ability, it would just be crazy, absolutely crazy. Look at Torne just going to work with the Bone Whip. Even there, he was healing for 127k. If you caught it right at the end, 11 million healing. Again, top damage as the tank, 15.7 million damage there. Wow, 29-32. So we've went through almost 20 stages at this point, so we are making a lot of progression here. Again, Torne gets his shield up right away, which is awesome to see. Even getting the buff from having the warrior tree. I need his plus 30 signature item. Absolutely need that signature item. Not only to increase the life leech ability when he forms the Bone Whip 3 times, it's permanent, but he is also immune to crowd control if he forms the Bone Whip 3 times. Let's see against Iran. I think we're going to keep him here. Let's swap him to the bottom for Astrilda. And look at that, putting the heal debuff, again, very, very powerful, because he can negate the healing. So when it comes to Almas, when it comes to Talene, when it comes to Namora, when it comes to a lot of heroes that are very, very difficult to kill, especially when they heal, Torne with the heal reduction can absolutely destroy them. It will be a very, very interesting dynamic because he can mitigate the healing that is on the heroes. Warwick just got absolutely destroyed there. I love Nara's ult right on top of him. And look at that, 23 million damage there from Isabella. Again, she pumps out damage so fast. 29-35. We'll swap Nara to the bottom to pick up Chimera. Chimera is a hero that deals damage very, very fast. But if you can mitigate her energy, just like when she's attacking Nara, doesn't do anything. You can completely shut Chimera down very, very fast if you can crowd control her. 29-36. And again, we're just going to stick with his team comp until we start seeing a couple defeats. Look at Torne just running over there. A ton of life leech. Wow, the Bone Whip is so cool. So is the Bone Spike Field. So if you look at there, again, Isabella 19 million, 4.69 million healing from Torne. Just burning through these boss stages. 29-37. We're going to put Nara in the middle to pick up Arden. Which a little bone cage there. Got a little bit of crowd control from Torne, which is cool to see there. And the Bone Whip, just absolutely devastating. 19 million from Isabella. It just seems like it's a matter of seconds when she's putting out this much damage. Because remember, also with having Pharrell up there, normal attacks are boosted because of his furniture, but he can crowd control everyone, allowing Torne to live, allowing Nara to live. Plus, when he's putting up spirits, he is mitigating the energy recovery of the heroes, which is what makes Pharrell such a powerful unit in this game. His skill set, the tool set that he brings is awesome, especially when you have a signature item, because you can stack multiple spirits on multiple enemies, mitigate the damage that they're doing, because again, remember, the Graveborns do not have a support class. It's what we've always wished for, and we have actually asked for essentially for months and months and months at this point, as well as a button to go ahead and remove gear. So here, 27 million, but look at that, 13.8 million healed, 14.6 million shielded. It's just crazy. To me, it is absolute crazy that more people don't use Torne. Really seeing what he can do here with the mitigation, especially his own shielding. If we had him 9 of 9 furniture, he gets a much larger shield. Also, if we add his plus 30 signature item, he can actually keep the Bone Whip with the crowd control immunity and the life leech when he forms it 3 times. Very, very, look at that. 20 million, 26 million shielded is crazy. He just seems like such a powerful, powerful tank. Like I said, I don't understand why more people don't use him. Now we are 2/3 done with 29 at this point. So again, we are just going straight through chapter 29. This one, again, is going to be an interesting combination, but Torne with the healing mitigation really takes it out on Lucius. Cannot heal because remember, he has shields that regenerate and he also has heals, but just broke right through them with the abilities that Torne brings. 29-42. Let's swap Torne to the bottom here. We'll see what he can do against Brutus, and then we're going to pick up Falks with Nara. That way we don't have to deal with the Confine ability. Boom! Nara with the big kill shot there on Brutus. Wow, absolutely destroyed Brutus there. Very, very cool. 11 million damage from Torne. And he was the one that I wanted to see. Like I said, I have caught a couple of videos of him just absolutely destroying teams. Even in the Graveborn Tower, soloing teams, similar to what we see with Damon. And I wanted to see it. I wanted him built so I could see it myself. This one's going to be close. A couple dodges, a roar. Got it, Isabella. Got it done. Look at that. 25 million damage. Wow. That was really, really close, but Isabella finished it out 29-44. So we have pushed through 30 stages, I think 30 stages at this point, which is crazy. Nara just hopped on Rain. It literally took a second because she had the Taint ability. Completely dead right off the bat. Such a cool combination of running Thoran with Nara. That way Nara can target the heal or the enemy that gets the Taint ability from Thoran. Combination of those two, very, very tough to deal with because Nara will burn down the hero so quick. As you can see, the Taint ability goes right on Pharrell in the back row, almost completely kills him. Almost completely killed him with that Taint ability with the amount of damage that Thoran is taking. And of course, with the Bone Whip right there, we have the heal. Heal negation he brings is probably one of the biggest things, as well as the crowd control. Look at that. 28 million damage from Torne. 29-46. We might go ahead and just finish out this chapter because this is crazy. Crazy good. Like I said, super impressed. A lot of people were saying don't discount Torne, just like they've said the same for Gorvo. I've heard a little bit about Rigby. Using Rigby, very, very powerful. Gorvo, same, since I've used Gorvo. Oden, another hero that I feel like should be a little bit higher on the list. I think that a lot of people don't have them built, don't have the signature items, don't have the furniture to really make them effective. But you guys are seeing it here firsthand on how well Torne is performing. I mean, a majority of the time he does not die because of the shielding, because of the healing. And look at that, just keeping the team up with the healing and the shielding is very, very cool to see. All right, so this one is going to be a tough one, which Torne went down. Fighting Chimera like this is very, very tough. She has the ability, again, with the Soul Siphon, to burn a hero from full health to nothing. Absolutely. So let's go ahead. We'll grab Arden on this one. We have the crowd control, but there it is again. Chimera's Soul Siphon just took him to 0 right off the bat. Wow. And remember, she is in the Spectral Disruption that Sophia's bringing. Let's try grabbing Chimera. And again, just absolutely destroyed. 29-48. All right, we'll give it some more times. It's funny when you just hit one specific stage and it destroys you over and over and over. Sylvana, as you can see, is also getting the the damage that Sophia brings. So let's swap in Oden. Maybe we can mitigate a little of the crowd control, maybe some of the damage in the back, but again, got absolutely destroyed that time. Yeah, maybe Torne in the bottom. Between Sophia. Seems like between Sophia and between Chimera. Look at that. It's going to be close. Can we get him down? Sophia's going to... Oh, it's going to Falling Sun. If he would have ulted, we probably could have had that one. All right, so we know it's doable. That one was very, very close with Oden. It's just the buff. Look at the buff that's on Arden. Sophia's buff was going on Arden. It just killed the back line with Arden very, very quickly. We're going to have to switch this one up again. I'm thinking, let's try Torne on the top. Maybe this will make a difference, but again, it got absolutely destroyed. Oden's bringing more heroes to the back line, which is not working very well. So we're going to have to swap him out. Let's swap out Torne. We'll go with Isolde. We'll see what the Abomination can do. We'll swap in... Yeah, let's go with Pharrell again. Maybe some of the mitigation, which looks like Pharrell just got absolutely erased. So did Isolde there. Died very, very quickly. No time to scale. That's kind of the biggest thing, is if the hero does not have time to scale, get absolutely destroyed. I'm surprised that we just hit this stage and it was going so well, killing through so many stages. Then we hit this one and it is just destroyed, absolutely destroyed. Sylvana's got the buff there. Defeat again very, very quickly. Let's try Nara in the back. Try to pick up Arden, but again, Isolde is just getting erased from Chimera. All right, let's try Grez. Grez with the shield usually can survive in there. He's still up, which is good. Even though the Falling Sun, it was a lot closer. All right, guys, 29-48. That will do it for the Graveborn. We pushed through 40 stages. I think it was around 40 campaign stages. Absolutely crazy. Build Torne right now. You've seen him here firsthand, just destroyed stage after stage after stage. So let me know in the comments what you guys think. If you have Torne built, very, very cool. Fun to see him. And as always, thank you guys for watching.